King James, this for the Cavs. This is Cleveland. Ain't nobody touching the guy like Ohio State. Ain't gonna put a buck on that eye.
All right, what's up? What's up, everybody? We're gonna talk a little Buckeye talk today. All right. Buckeyes got a bye week this week. We are currently sitting at 6-0, tied for first place in the Big Ten East, along with that team up north. Looking pretty good. All right, I'm going to give a little rundown on where we're at, where we stand in this bye week, and what we're looking forward to with these other games in the Big Ten and throughout college football this week. All right, so right now, as it stands, we are number 2 in total offense, number 1 in scoring offense. We're averaging 48.6 points a game. We are number 7 in total defense, allowing 15 points a game. C.J. Stroud, 1,737 yards, 24 touchdowns, 94.2 QBR. Only 3 interceptions. 3 interceptions. Now, if you remember those interceptions, one of them was the receiver ran the wrong route. Second one, I have no idea what it was. And the third one was a legit interception. It was just a bad decision. All right, running backs, we got Mayan Williams leading the way with 497 yards, 8 touchdowns. Egbuka's leading receiver, 655 yards, 6 touchdowns, 35 catches on the year. Also a running back behind Mayan Williams, which is really our number 1 running back, was Travion Henderson, 436 yards, 4 touchdowns. That's a 6.3 average. Also at wide receiver, we got Marvin Harrison Jr. with 536 yards receiving and 9 tubs with it. 31 catches for MH Jr. All right, defense. I saw a decided improvement in our defense from last year. Still a long way to go, but I did see a lot of improvement from last year. I see we're a lot more aggressive. I see we're playing a lot stronger in that defensive line and offensive line for that matter. Tommy Eichenberg leading the way with 50 tackles already, 2.5 sacks. Big Steel Chambers with 31 tackles and a sack. My favorite defensive player, Mike Hall Jr. Defensive tackle, he already got himself 13 tackles, 4.5 sacks. Jack Sawyer got a couple sacks, and JJB, Jean-Baptiste, got himself a couple sacks also. The improvements that I've seen so far with this defense is the aggressiveness. I'm not seeing too much improvement on the backside yet. I'm not seeing the turnovers that I would like to see, especially with the weak opponents we've played so far. I thought we would have more turnovers than we have. But I am impressed with the defensive line play, and Tommy Eichenberg is looking like the real deal. All right, he's reminded me a little bit of a AJ Hawk. He's not AJ Hawk there yet. I know that's sacrilegious to say he's anywhere near AJ Hawk or Katzenmoyer or them boys, but he is reminding me of a Laurinaitis. He's a true Ohio State linebacker. He flies to the ball, and with 50 tackles already, that's pretty impressive. 2.5 sacks. Mike Hall Jr., like I said, my favorite out of Streetsboro, Ohio, sophomore. D tackle, 4.5 sacks already. His motor runs high. Number 51. If you get a chance, check him out. Mike Hall Jr. He is making plays, and he's making a name for himself as a defensive tackle. He's built like a linebacker. He looks like a linebacker to me. Wearing number 51, but he's technically a defensive tackle, and he's making a lot of progress between his. I think he only played 2 games last year, so this is really his first year playing. But it's his sophomore season. I think he lost his red shirt last year. I'm looking forward to an undefeated season. I still see it in the picture. I don't see anybody opposing us. Now, this week, we're around the Big Ten. Penn State and Michigan play this weekend. That's going to be a good one. That is going to be a good one. That's the game I'm tuned in to watch. It's Penn State versus Michigan. And I'm very interested to see how Penn State's running game attacks Michigan's defensive line. All right, Penn State has a couple running backs that are solid running backs. But on paper, Michigan's supposed to have this top defense. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen them play anybody. I thought Iowa was a good test. Now, Iowa is not scoring many points, but their defense is solid in Iowa. All right, so if you can score on Iowa, I'll take a look at you, but I got to take it with a grain of salt. I'm not convinced yet. So this Penn State Michigan game this week is going to tell me a lot. But as far as our Buckeyes go, we're looking good. Keep us rolling. C.J. Stroud is up for one of the Johnny Unitas Golden Arm. And, of course, he's up for the Heisman. And he's just playing phenomenal. All right, to have 24 touchdowns. I mean, let that sink in. 24 touchdowns already in 6 games. 24 touchdowns. Only 3 interceptions. Now, let's put that in perspective, and I'll measure it to that the one who talks the most from that team up north. Their leading touchdown passer has 25 over a full season. I think it's Chad Henne and I forgot the other bum's name. But 25 is their all-time passing touchdown leader up in that team up north in Michigan. C.J. Stroud has 24 in 6 games. Yeah. That's serious business, okay? And it's nothing to be to just poo-poo at. 24 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, I'll take it. So let's go Buckeyes. Let's finish this out strong. Looking for an undefeated season. Let's raise another banner. Go Bucks. OHIO.